Whoop, whoop, what's up, Bearcats? We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling, going a little early during the pre-show. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a great weekend, having a great Sunday. Whoop, whoop, yeah, pal. We got Rebellion. We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. So let's get this tweet out real quick. I thought I had it queued up and it deleted it on me.
We'll give them later on, right before that main event, part of that triple main event at Rebellion. But, guys.
Hey, what's up, Scott Woodford? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Stapler to the mouth. Damn. Who did that?
Nowadays, social media and everything, the surprise factor of wrestling is gone. You know, a lot of the times things are spoiled. And that was one of the first times in a very long time where I was truly shocked. It felt good. Obviously, the shoulder was.
Oh, of course. Of course it was.
The way that he did, you know, I would love to see that help Joe. But I just want to applaud Joe for giving me that moment as a fan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And all goes down to Rebellion. Ladies and gentlemen. Gia Miller, that's all the time we've got. I'm going to give it to Tom and Matt. Thanks, guys.
I'm surprised we didn't get a LaGreco rant here to close out the show.
It's okay. Dave learned to, sit down and enjoy the ride, right? We got a hell of a show.
We are so excited, as the panel has been talking about. We have a triple main event tonight as a part of Rebellion, which is underway at the top of the hour live on.
Sorry, I was getting this tweet out. I thought I had this thing queued up, but apparently must have. I don't know what happened.
Meanwhile, Tessa Blanchard has made this very personal. Masha Slamovich is going to have to compartmentalize as she defends the TNA Knockouts World Championship against the undeniable Diamond in a first-time ever matchup. That is all a part of our triple main event.
Plus, you want to talk about getting personal.
Pace, damn it. There we go.
Get any more personal. For months, these two have been at each other's throats, but in all.
Whoop, whoop. There we go.
Meanwhile, the TNA Knockouts.
On the line is the first ever champion. Bulletproof Steve Macklin takes on the maniacal.
Oh, so they did retire the digital media title and introduce this new one. Okay. All right, so that's one belt. We are officially at the show. I'm going to go ahead and count this as the show. That's one belt, the X division. So I guess we should get our counts in now. I'm going to go 9. I'm going to go 9. Actually, I'm going to go 10 belts tonight. I'm going to go 10 belts. Yo, what's up, Labrat? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Bearcats in the house. Yeet. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pack another bowl. Damn it. All right, stream's still going, it looks like. Oh, they went over? Nice. I mean, I knew that was going to be a pre-show match. Question was who was going over.
Stage is set in Hollywood for one of TNA Wrestling's biggest events of the year. Live from Los Angeles, welcome to the 7th annual Rebellion. And to open tonight's event,
all right, so you got some audio but no video. We'll see if it fixes itself. Thanks, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I think I had to get a different. Ah, damn it! Of course, as soon as I. Oh, at least it's just the national anthem. There we go. What's the attendance like for tonight? They are sold out. So whoop whoop and congrats to them. It's like a pretty decent sized arena. I turned the ring light on. My bad. Whoop whoop.
Sidewalks painted with the city. The streets paved with shattered glass, broken dreams, and a hope that once was. You can feel the echoes of failure and rejection with every step. But that doesn't stop the dream. Worse than that. Everyone down. Mustafa Ali is going to be the one addiction. One thing you fail to understand, I derived these trenches. Ali! Doesn't stop the pursuit of greatness.
This is a good video. It's pretty great video package.
Or the cries of the jealous.
10 years of sacrificing. Chase the dream to win this title, and for what? When you want to talk about the best in the world, you can go ahead and plant your name to that conversation. I was born into a legacy. You're not just ending your story. That's the reason that no one ever tells it again.
Dreams respond to an unwilling desire to pursue nothing but the absolute best for yourself.
I don't know what we see tonight.
Rebellion, I will remain TNA World Champion. We are live from the Catering Center on the campus.
Our first buffer of the night.
Thanks to you. This is TNA Wrestling. This
Fans will rally. And we will kick things off with
So we got 2 announce tables and the timekeeper's table.
Will be to capture the title, and then both feet must hit the mat to declare a winner.
Do I really need to have to change feeds again? Yep. Yep. Sorry, guys. Gotta mess things around a bit here. All right, that's not going to work. Let's try a different one. Nope, that's a bust. Let's try this one. There we go. All right, hopefully that holds up. Yeah, we got a AAA TNA crossover right now, pal. Whoop, whoop. Oh, that's tasty. Yeah, but you guys go for a little bit more, Lish. Always room for more. Whoop, whoop.
Let's take a look at the X Factors for this Ultimate X Match as the X Division Championship is at stake. This is the 53rd full finale.
I do not know. I'm not sure about the story behind that.
conquered that fear in the latter Jeff Hardy. I think the conqueror here. Tonight in Los Angeles. Tom probably did that. Of course he would. I'm really sorry. Now going up to the turnbuckles.
Yeah, I don't either.
Remember, you have to unlock the championship and get. So, you know, but Kingo, we haven't seen since Battle for Glory last year, challenging Mike Bailey.
Stooge before it always gets back, pal. Hang on, drop my gummies. All right, sorry about that, guys. Whoop, whoop.
Navarro was going to climb the Ultimate X. Now Akeem on the move. Oh! Where he left off, not unbreakable. Incredible. More than one eye, more than two, more than six. Something like six Akeem. Akeem, oh! Turned inside by Matt Cardona. Now it's Leon Slater, who's gone for so long.
Yeah, if you know you're not winning, stand out and get over.
Who's at ringside. There's Bruce. Remember, Bruce insisted on recruit Leon Slater to basically give their back for it. Right? See where he could have been by now if he would have settled. Instead, he finds.
Hey, what's up, Jay Hall? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Happy Sunday. Hope your day is well. Always a pleasure, man. Yeet. Woo woo.
Cardona cuts down a King, but now Casey Navarro wipes out Cardona. Sydney King going to the top turnbuckle.
Nice. That flavor is always a delicious one.
Moose back into the ring. Look at Moose. From Moose. Moose held on. Moose stands alone. Oh, she opened Alicia Edwards there. I think he's asking Alicia Edwards to time for him. Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
I mean, this is a big risk.
He's having Alicia go get it for him?
This is what Alicia Edwards does for the system. The first lady of the system, proving her worth. Moose really doesn't want to climb. Alicia really doesn't want to climb. I mean, Alicia was in the first ever not to climb some of that match a few years ago, but it's been a few years. Look at this. Oh my God.
It's actually not a bad strategy because she can climb, and he can basically play point, play guard.
Alicia can only get so far there. Almost had it. Oh! Down goes the system. So close. Slater better watch it. He almost took out Alicia directly. Slater tied up here at Ultimate X. What is in the mind of man Slater? Whoa! Slater!
Oh, that looks. Oh, that spot with Vikingo and Slater looks bad. Oof.
Was close. And now the blessing in disguise. Brings home for first class. We know that they're all about gold. To Casey Navarro, defeated Cody Teener in the only qualifying matchup to win this opportunity. Trying to shut down Casey Navarro. Oh, to the eyes, I didn't notice what it's a piece of Navarro.
Ooh, that's rough, pal. That is rough.
All alone, trying to get trust. Casey Navarro getting all the way up there. He's got to scale the cable. He's got a relatively clear path there. There's Leon Slater. From the man. Oh! And now Matt Cortona. Rushing at Navarro.
Hey, Navarro's shining. He's taking on multiple people.
He's on a roll here. Navarro with a reboot to Cortona. Insult and injury to the complete himself. One more time, Navarro has an opening wide and clear. Navarro has plenty of time, it seems, right now. All the bodies are down in the impact zone, and Casey Navarro's trying to get to the title. Again, all that set up just to climb up and get your grip and move.
Hey, what's up, Ty? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hey, yo. How you doing, man? Yeet.
Learned under the tree of the ultimate opportunist, but has become one himself, winning titles seemingly everywhere he goes.
Mr. No Monikers Needed. I like it, pal. You got 8? Nice.
now Moose catching up with Akeem. Oh, Akeem held on. He's too high for Moose to grab it.
Ooh. Ooh. That could have went bad.
But he was so close to that title. Now it's back. Step by step, back to that top. That's the danger in this matchup.
3 new champions. I could see that. McGabrad clocking in at 9. Yeet.
You're getting involved. The words of Chris Sabin, Ultimate X is pro wrestling's version of capture the flag. It's the ultimate contest. Do whatever you can, whatever you have to get there. There's Moose and Cardona slugging away center of the ring. Look at the corner though. A silver place by Slater. Right into Moose and Cardona. Almost using Casey Navarro as a weapon. As Sidney Akeem and Vikingo continue to fight on the top rope. Vikingo and Akeem. Oh, Akeem's hit. I saw that steel truss. Told you, he ace up the sleeves. No disqualification, folks. A 340-pounder. It's got a hold of Vikingo. Time.
Yeah, hope not, but looks like he's going to be all right. He just took a choke slam from AJ Francis.
Is it time to get that money? Sweet, sweet gold. Oh, what?
Oh, I like this. I like this. Yeah, give me Ultimate X Car Crash Jones, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Everybody getting shots, trying to clear the field here. Now it's Slater looking high above. Youngest ever X Division Championship could be in his sights here.
Oh, yeah, that. Ooh, damn. Dude, he hit that thing. He hit the ground face first. Like, Moose is immediately like, oh, shit, are you okay? Yeah, Moose is immediately checking on him.
15, maybe 20 feet to the floor.
A Viking, a Moose, and a Broski walk into a bar. Yeah, he'll be feeling that for a while. Ooh, okay. I think what they were going for there, because the rules is you have to like bring the belt back to the ring. Moose is supposed to catch, like the timing was off on that. Yeah, don't show a replay. Don't show a replay. Yeah, yeah, and I think the timing was a little bit off. So it looked like Leon landed it. Yeah, his feet did have it. At least they're trying to say that the referees are calling it that way. So yeah. Okay. Dude. And good on them for covering that. And good job covering that. I know, for real, Todd. Although I think, wasn't it in TNA when he got hurt last time? Hey, what's up, Christopher Leclerc? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, it did not come off. I don't think it came off like they were expecting it to. How you doing, pal? Hope all is well. Yeet, yeet. Wow. Dude. That's oof. That kind of history of injuries does not bode well for a career. Which sucks because the dude is extremely talented. There will be Falls Count Anywhere. Mike Santana and Mustafa Ali at Rebellion. And then it is our triple main event. The TNA World Tag Team. Yeah, exactly. And if you're always getting hurt, like they can't put you in like in a long-term storyline or anything serious because, all right, how long before it gets derailed because of an injury? Brothers versus, Knockouts World Titles on the line, folks. This one has gotten very personal. Tessa Blanchard attempting to get into the head of the Knockouts World Champion. Martha Slavkovich will defend that title against Tessa Blanchard. And to cap off the triple main event, Joe Hendry will defend his TNA World Championship in a triple threat match to be enters with a rotator cuff injury. Despite riding the wave of momentum from his WrestleMania moment, he doesn't have to be pinned or submitted. I think what they try to elevate Slater through that. I think that was kind of why they used him and not Vikingo. Tonight marks my 20th WrestleMania. The only question now is who is going to come through that curtain. Well, I'll tell you one thing, whoever it is going to get their WrestleMania moment, and it's going to be courtesy of the three most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. And of course, they made sure to show reactions of our girl Hollywood.
say they believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's going to have to believe in Joe Hendry more than he's ever done in the past. Exactly how dangerous the Viper is. What the hell is Joe Hendry doing in WrestleMania? I proved what happens when you listen to the fans, and I did it in front of 60,000 people at WrestleMania. Smile at the camera, Joe Hendry. Tremendous moment for the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. I can only bump in the back and whatever they want. Hold on there a minute, mate. I believe you got your ass whooped on something. Let's talk about it. I did lose to the RKO, but I did it in front of 60,000 people at WrestleMania. I was in the ring, and you were in the stands. Your TNA World Champion has some business to discuss with the NXT Champion.
Ooh. That is tough. They got it. I hope it does. Do I think it will? That's gonna be a tough sell. If Hendry wants it enough, I think it will. If the fans want it enough, I think it will.
I thought it was an amazing moment. The crowd was so surprised. I guess you could say, Lee didn't reappear.
Absolutely. That's why you're my best friend.
You're right, Steve.
We are set for a four-way matchup for the Knockouts World Tag Team titles here at Rebellion. That is moments away, but just like what we saw last week in Las Vegas, and I'm grateful the Stars were out in Sin City. The Stars are out tonight in Los Angeles. Joining us at ringside, it's Rick Cossack and Jeff Tremaine, the creator of Jackass, especially Jeff Tremaine. Also, Ridiculousness and Wild Boys, directing the Dirt, Grandpa, and Ben Trippin. Jeff, I haven't forgotten about you electrocuting me 10 years ago on Swerve. Thanks for your Christmas card that I get. Thank you so much. Right now, let's take a look at this upcoming matchup here. For the Knockouts.
All right, we're gonna see it. Well, I think we're gonna see a title change here, pal. That'd be interesting. That would be that'd be a way to go out. I'd like that. R-Truth and Hendry, that'd be some good. That'd be some entertaining content. I'll be with that. Whoop, whoop. That's what I think. That's who I think is going to get it. Lash and Jackson. No, I think like this. Like this is going to be it. This one at Backlash, that's going to be it between Orton and Cena. It would not be hard for us to get the old NWA Truth back or the old NWA TNA Truth Champion Truth back. Just have him come on down, take a little trip to the Lake of Reincarnation, pal. Whoop whoop. Ooh, that's a good one too. Him and R-Truth. He finally gets to face his childhood hero.
Oh, stop it. Nobody's done better.
Yeah, and if they're gonna like build stuff with Cena and Truth, that's a good first start. That's a good first start.
From her lengthy vacation, and while she was on vacation, Heather Violent gets under pressure, under stress.
This one, I think we might see the title change simply because it's the Knockouts tag team titles, and they're basically turned into like the NXT and TNA are pretty much both fighting over it. So that would not be a hard one to flip, or that's one that would cause shockwaves and create story of it's the first title to change brands, but I mean they got a multi-year deal. And the Knockouts World Tag Team Championships basically become like NXT/TNA. Yeah, I apologize if I go off on any tangents. I'm a little bit lit, pal. Yeet.
Start this whole thing up. More trash talk here. That's by Elegance. Tatum Paxley quickly. Tagging out to Henry. Remember, in a four-way matchup, only two teams can be legal at once. You can tag in any member of any team, but that also means that the champions do not have to their titles. You can see them.
Gigi and Tatum's a good pick too.
You can hit any one of those ropes. You can also get a tag in your back. You never know. So you have to take precious seconds in the ring.
I don't know if you noticed this, but Jakarta
Agreed, Lab Rat.
gave me her lollipop holder because we're best friends, so she trusts me to hold it.
You know Tom's over here? There it is.
But I think we can all agree Spitfire ain't going over.
Getting up, getting down, all using your hands and arms. Luda trying to win the titles here. And a kick out by Tatum. The decision.
I actually have a secret about someone else whose hand is injured. Backstage, the girls' locker room, Lana's husband touched a hot hair curler and burned her fingers.
Did she also get her foot caught, step on a George Foreman grill? Like, yeah, burn your fingers on a hair curler is kind of bad, but have you ever stepped on a Foreman grill? Dude, that would be such an entertaining angle. But again, these you'd have these fans that would absolutely just shit all over it for the sake of shitting on it, but that would be funny. I'd laugh at that. And plus, it would be a great father-daughter moment. Okay, we're really doing dives to the outside after we just saw with the Ultimate X.
Take off. Whoa! Oh, there is Lance Legend. Oh, come on. Lance Legend has been taking security left and right the last few weeks. Oh, there's Hitler. Everybody down on the outside. The ring.
Oh, ooh. Ooh. Almost was. Luckily, she landed just enough where they could catch her. But yeah, that could have went very wrong, very badly. Yeah, she came up short on that. Luckily that they moved in just enough. I still stand by my theory that the long-term goal of the relationship between TNA and WWE is to eventually, for Endeavor, WME, or whatever, they're not going to buy just TNA. They're going to buy Anthem. All of Anthem. That's what they're going for, in my opinion. Yo, what's up, Gruss? What it do? What you? It does well. Actually, not so well. I got to change. Oh, no, it feeds back. We're back. Thought I had to restart it there. But yeah, it's all good, man. Good to see you. Whoop, whoop.
Jody Brett stalling suplexing on by elegance. That's just showing off now. Now goes Heather Spitfire.
I think I've ever seen that before. A double team squat suplex.
Spitfire missed their contractual rematch stemming from sacrifice. They lost the tag titles for the Elegance brand. It's breaking up a bit of tag. Both tags. I'm not sure who's legal. Jody Brett is caught up. One of the ropes here. Okay. Mike Paxley and Dolan. Oh. Little pandemonium there. Here's the cover. Show is down. Trying to win the titles and they kick. Close there. Miss attack. Oh. Flash Legend.
Chaos.
Chaos. Hard so nervous.
I feel paralyzed in fear because there's so much going on. It's chaotic. Everybody's just hitting everybody.
Welcome to TNA.
Bravo.
Great setup there by Legend. Tracks in the cover, trying to win the titles. Spraying there to save their championship.
Been a decent match so far. I'm liking it. You know, one thing I would have, said, hey, the match before you was Ultimate X. We saw all these dives to the outside. Let's not do that. In fact, I actually would have probably booked this somewhere else on the card. I probably would put Macklin and Young in this spot. Oh yeah, the old slap spot, pal. Or Masha and Tessa. One of those two matches.
Levels the playing field and out. Heather by Elegance had to ask who's legal. Who's legal winner? Up to the top turnbuckle. What do you think about Riverside? She had it fine. Ooh. Went able to eliminate right there. Ooh. Like that. Brett and Ash by Elegance to the top turnbuckle. Wait a minute, opposite side. Heather and Tatum Ansley tied up.
Double Tower of Doom, pal.
All of these knockouts trying to get to the tag team championship.
We're getting some weird buffering shit going on. Oh wow, looks like Ash by Elegance is taking it. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I'm pretty surprised at that. I thought if there's one belt that'd be the first one to flip brands. So it looks like the Elegance brand is expanding. Maggie Lee helped was the deciding factor. Yeah, there was that kind of Maggie Lee thing hiding out in the background. We kind of knew that was going to happen. We're kind of expected that.
Elegance brand retain their titles here, but the action continues to lock it off in rebellion. This injury report is presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. No injury is not competing at 100%. The TNA World Champion is dealing with a lingering rotator cuff injury, and sources say he aggravated it further by pushing through recent matches at both Unbreakable, WrestleMania, and this past Thursday on Impact. Zachary Wentz sustained bruises. A violent backstage assault by the system.
All right, I like this, like what they're doing, like injury report, and then even with the lower third on there. That's a cool gimmick. I like it.
Multiple lacerations suffered during their absolutely brutal barbed wire massacre match at Unbreakable. Both men required stitches and are currently sidelined while healing. This TNA injury report.
I would certainly have them in the. I mean, I'd have them in the conversation. That is for sure. They play off each other so well, and they do a great job of covering stuff, like we saw earlier tonight. Yeah, they're actually selling stuff and getting it over, pal.
Taking care of Joe Hendrick. Take you back to earlier on tonight. This is the Countdown Rebellion, the one with a lot of which was answered by TNA
At least they put that on the pre-show. So if I had bought the pay-per-view and saw that, and I got Shane Haste, ugh.
Got it done right here in front of LA. The LA faithful came out. They walked with me. We've all seen it. He's been making headlines around the world. And tonight is going to be another one for Joe. Because I believe he is going
Yep.
to obtain
No sell it. Complete no selling. They're actually like making it. They made a gimmick out of it, like an actual sports oriented gimmick out of it, and that advances stories, which is good. I like it, pal.
about six-man tag team. The Rascals with Sean Waltman in their corner take on the
Oh, nice, very cool. Yo, you dealing with the X Factor. I got everything I ever wanted. Yeah, she pretty much is like the number 2 of the system, like Moose's vice, leader or whatever. Oh, I get what they're doing. They're doing the DX thing. They're doing like DX. Ace Austin is Mr. Ass. We haven't heard him come out to that theme in a long time. Hang on, dog wants to come in. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Yeah, one's doing Road Dogg and the other is doing looks like he's trying to do Triple H. Yeah, Wentz is doing Road Dogg, and it looks like I don't know who he's trying to do. You're right back, sorry. All right, back. Sorry about that.
a lot of influences on the Rascals.
I mean, why not? I'm with you, Gruss. Like, why not use it? They called them B. They referred like they're doing a BG James. And that's smart merchandising. They got like new Rascals shirts that are like DX themed. Like they look like the DX logo. On the back it says "Smoke 'em if you got 'em." Yeah, give me Kip James, bitch. Whoop whoop. Oh, dude, that'd be nice. That'd be sweet if they sold them there. Cute Kip. In fact, hang on. Whoop whoop. Oh yeah, VKM. Dude, they actually had a pretty sweet entrance. Weird buffering again, pal. I know it's wild, dude. Yeah, that's probably the one. Same one I'm watching. Same one I'm watching, Lab Rat. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoop, whoop. It's looking like a stabilized, at least for now.
Thinking roster cut here. Oh, from Miguel. Opportune timing there. Did he get the tag? Oh, now there's what's rushing through. Bruce trying to run interference. Now, Norman could be open here. Beautifully done by the system. The tag for Miguel, no hope to be had. Look at Tigers rolling Miguel back of system territory. This is smart tag team wrestling, whether you like it or not.
They might. They might tonight, pal.
Dynasty. There's the cover. Shoulders down. Broken up by Austin.
Yeah, that's true, lad, bro. We had 2 move signings. Yeet.
System just continued. Look at this. Miguel can barely move. Now the system is taking its time. The last goes at Ace Austin. Showing some light here deep into this contest. Credit where it's due. Wait, look out. The assistant. I thought it was an exactly wins is legal. Right off. Donald Trump kick. His birthday's tomorrow. His girlfriend competed earlier. His fiance competed earlier on tonight. His hero Sean Waltman's in his corner. He's tagging with 2 of his best friends. He better make this count. Fight that rib injury.
Hey, they mentioned that Wentz is engaged to Gigi Dolan on air.
System catch you again. Now Miguel trying to set up for the lightning. Plus the fold. Tag made. Wins it's legal. Now look at this. 3-on-1 attack on Moose. Bro, look out. Fire attack from Wayne. Broken up by the system. Just in the nick of time. The Rascals.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember episode 3, man. I remember that's the first time I played hooky was to go watch that.
Don't you put your hands on her. And I'll show you.
All right, that was kind of fun. I'm sorry.
Now where's lining up the X Division champion? No way.
Wentz just pinned Moose. Damn. Yeah, very much an entertaining popcorn match. And appropriately enough, considering who's in the ring, I'm going to take a quick smoky toky time. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that was the opener. Moose retained.
Steve, talk to me. Are you okay?
All right, so now we got the new international championship, Macklin versus Young. Yeet. Whoop, whoop.
Let's take a look at the headlines for this international championship match. This is the first time ever that this brand new title has ever been defended. These two have been fighting with and against each other for quite some time. Will Macklin, however, accept Young's offer to join the Northern Armory?
Oh, yeah. It's like they fought like back when it was part of the Forgotten Sons Insanity. Ain't no party like a Vince McMahon party, pal. Or a Diddy. Yeet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the TNA International Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by the Northern Armory from Franklin, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, the world-class maniac, Young.
Judas Empress and Travis Williams by his side. Young with a decided advantage walking into this on top of what he did to Macklin this past Thursday on Impact.
His opponent from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing in at 227 pounds, he
was a message sent directly to Eric Young. And look at this, the Northern Macklin wiping out Williams and Icarus. Tommy remembers Eric Young slid that mask to Steve Macklin a few weeks ago after his match with Eddie Edwards. And was an offer to follow.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, dude, she is. Hubba hubba, pal. Yeah, I'm sure Deanna's getting a nice paycheck. Macklin's probably going to be on his way back to WWE in the next few years. So yeah, they're pretty set. For this belt, yes. And that's 4 belts. We're at 4, pal. And don't forget this, there is the chance we might see Obafemi show up tonight. Whoop, whoop. Whenever I turn the fan, I got to make sure to move the chicken out of the way. So it's basically it's just turning into a 3-on-1 handicap match, essentially. And with that interview earlier where Macklin didn't really say anything, he just kind of smiled and walked off. That makes me wonder, does he have some sort of a plan in place? Or this, where the character is going or what's going through the character's mind? Okay, so now we have the referee trying to separate the Northern Armory from Macklin. And now she throws him out. Okay. Ooh, that was a rough bump. Damn. I can get Elix Skipper and Harper. I can get with that, but I think Elix Skipper's a little bit busy these days. Ooh, because they have that. Ooh, because I just now thought of something. Because Shark Boy, because they now have access to NXT, why not Shark Boy and one of his old partners? In case you didn't understand my horrible impersonation, I was doing the Norman Smiley big wiggle.
the shoulders. Center of the ring.
Oh, wow. Did he really? Nice.
Responding. Back elbow.
That's right. He does. I've enjoyed this match so far. Both guys are doing a pretty decent job. Oh, nice. He did. That's pretty cool. And plus, if you're in, and GCW is the perfect place. If you're gonna do something like that, that's a perfect place to do that. Yeah, bring back Joseph Parks, pal, from Park and Park. Slammiversary, was it 2013 or 2012? I can't remember. But it was that hardcore match between Bully Ray and Joseph Park. I thought that was a fantastic match. One of my favorite matches of all time. Dark Order 2.0, pal. Oh, that is cool. That is super cool. Cool. They can stay there. They can stay in Ring of Honor.
Goes tailbone first into the hardest part of the ring. Now Young over the cover. See the feet on the ropes. Young trying to win.
Yeah, they're pretty much in a holding pattern until Junior's old enough to, wrestle and take over the group.
With the international title on the line. Finding a second win here. Trying to get his mojo back to
Yeah, that's a very real possibility.
Kick right to the midsection, thinking now Young.
And hopefully that doesn't happen, but shit's got to change, pal. That was kind of anticlimactic.
presence felt yet again. No intention of letting that one happen moment here tonight.
Good question. I don't know.
Now the Northern Army trying to restrain him with that trying to hang back by the chain. Oh dear God! But Macklin passed out. Absolutely sickening sight there from Eric Young.
And it doesn't look like he needs, somebody to come out to rescue him because the beating's done.
Steve Mack was able to retain the TNA International Championship in his first ever defense as the inaugural champion. The Northern Army sending a vicious message after the fact that Northern Army Eric Young wrapping a steel chain around the
So things are clearly not done between Macklin and Young.
We're moments away from more action. However, we have the stars out this evening in Hollywood. So for Rebellion, we are joined ringside by Barbara Crampton. Absolutely. Horror movie aficionado and star.
Who?
Grateful to have here in Los Angeles. Anna Moore taking in TNA Wrestling's Rebellion.
Okay, somebody coming out in an upcoming movie is getting a lot of hype. Okay. Ooh, this would be a good one. Mike Santana versus Ali. Yeet.
It's Mike Santana versus Mustafa Ali. Balls. This is as personal as it gets between Mike Santana and Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali hardly even acknowledged Mike Santana.
Worse than that, you're out. You're gonna let everyone down. Ali is true enemy. He's addicted to Mike Santana. Why did you run with Mike Santana?
Mustafa Ali is going to be the one addiction.
Ooh, I like that. That would actually be a great angle. Like Ali tries to angle for her position.
Be able to understand. Right.
All right, chicken time, pal. Whoop whoop. I have to ask. Like, we've seen the production value increases. Look at this. Look at their set. Their set's so much better, and they're doing a lot of the same shit that the WWE is doing. How much money? How much money do you guys think WWE is giving to TNA? Basically, go, hey, let's help get you up to help you get up to speed, and hey, for your big events, you can do some cool entrances and shit. All right, props to Tasha Steelz for actually coming out and kind of matching the dancers a little bit, or kind of fitting with the dancers theme. Yep, absolutely. Like, this is something you would expect to see on a WWE pay-per-view. That's why I went high on the bell count. Damn. Yep. There goes the bell count. That's 4. We're now at 8. We are now at 8 belts. Damn, now my 10 feels like I'm fucked. Yeah, no, that's out the window. That's way out the window. Because see, we're at 8 right now. We're guaranteed to at least see the Knockouts title, and then the tag team titles. So 11 minimum. I'm sorry, 12 minimum, because we got Hendry. So yeah, 12. No, yeah, that busted us. Get me a Mercedes 4-belt run in, pal. Oh, dude, those weren't even wrestling belts either. Those were boxing belts. But they're belts, and they're it's the actual show content.
Ali wanting to lead a new wave here in TNA.
Ooh, damn. Oh, oof, man, that was a rough botch. It looked like they saved it though.
Santana is absolutely incensed, enraged. He has been for weeks, for months with Mustafa Ali. Remember, no disqualifications whatsoever. All types of weaponry are legal. The decision can happen anywhere. These two can really explore the space here inside the Galen Center. Jeff Tremaine from Jackass in the background. This is a walk in the park from what they do, but this is not going to be something you put on a motion picture. This is going to be savage.
So he gets steel steps out, like stands him up, and the crowd is chanting, "We want tables." Ooh, damn. I was waiting for it. Yeah. Ow. How's your head, buddy? How's your neck? Oh, dude, if I'm that fan, I'm kind of pissed, bro. Like Santana, you know how much that bucket of popcorn cost me, dude? Yeah, some old hard popcorn, pal.
Wheelhouse of Mike Santana. But do not, I'm telling you, do not count out Mustafa Ali. He still has a
All right, I guess I got some cheap ass popcorn there.
Oh, now look at that. Some of the secret service of Mustafa Ali's sitting right here for his secret service. Disqualifications involved. Man always has a plan. But effective. Look at Ali.
Now, yeah, like this spot, does this not look like something you see on a WWE show? The way the camera shot, the production value. I mean, granted, it's a smaller venue, but I like it too, but it seems like very WWE polished. Which makes me wonder, are they giving them some of their production guys too?
Where the fight continues. Going underneath the ring. Look at the steel chance.
It does kind of a little bit like the first thing that came to mind when I saw Ali on the top of the balcony. Remember the Hardys and the Dudleys Royal Rumble 2000? The finish to that? It felt kind of was shot a little bit like that. The spot where Jeff jumped off the balcony.
Santana who turns things around. Looks like a power bomb. Super kick by Ali. What a counter by Mike Santana. Look at that chair.
Loving this match so far, pal. Both guys killing it.
Enough time to recover.
Oh yeah, it did seem pretty similar to that. I thought you were talking about Attitude Era, and that was something I didn't really would have considered Attitude Era. Looked great, pal. How you feeling though? Looked like everybody got hurt on that.
Take a look at this, Ali. Cross the ring. Bow, still nothing. Everything to obliterate Mike Santana from the equation once and for all. Mike Santana kicked out, but how much more does he have left after that? The mind of Mike Santana. Santana. Either man willing to relent here. Ali slides underneath.
Yeah, agreed, Lab Rat. Of course, now we're getting to the ridiculous, no sell, hit, no sell, no sell.
Which is stronger? The will to
I'm gonna eat some more chicken, pal. Whoop, whoop. How messed up is that? The loudest the crowd cheered was when the heel goons of the heels goons pulled out a table. I just thought of something. Bro, I just thought of something. With the AAA partnership. What if he gets some an old friend decides to help him out here?
There is something more than oxygen flowing through the lungs of Mike Santana. That I am damn sure of. The great hand setting out this steel step in the corner. No, wait. It's all fun and games with Mike Santana and John Schuyler. Strapped locked to a chair in a back room somewhere.
All right, somebody's running in. The question is who?
The great hands want their pound of flesh from Mike Santana.
That's actually exactly what I was thinking, Lab Rat. Like Conan shows up with backup.
This is what Santana has done his entire life. Rise from the ashes.
But it looks like they're going to make him like Oh yes, yes. I'm now more convinced watching this that Santana is going to be the next man in TNA. When Joe Hendry drops the belt to like Frankie Kazarian or whoever, Santana's going to be who takes it off him.
Schuyler and Hodge have earned this. Handcuffed to the ropes, nowhere for them to run. Santana looking underneath the ring. I can only imagine what Santana is thinking of. All the barbaric things that LA has done in the past. I know there's no disqualification, but come on, man. The great hands, they're helpless. Santana, God. And wait a Santana, top, got the way. Look out. Cover, center of the ring. Oh, and it's broken by Tasha Steels. All of order 4. To support the message, the campaign, the path of Mustafa Ali. And now Tasha Steele.
Santana's going to be a top guy, pal, 100%. The tables are getting a better reaction. They've gotten the best reaction tonight so far.
Everybody here in Los Angeles and around the world. The great hands are incapacitated, but Tasha Steele has created an opportunity. Oh, the steel post. Santana thwarting Ali again. Tasha Steele has got to be careful. Come on. Oh, my God. Come on. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me.
He protected her on that bump. He protected her. He took most of it on his ass and spine. I mean, yeah, she definitely took some of it, but he took the brunt of it.
But that's the man he has to beat. That's the man he has to pin to the floor, to the mat, to wherever in this falls.
Oh my God. This has been a fun match, pal.
The great hands. Still lying. Somehow this falls count anywhere matchup has continued. Both these men have endured so much punishment. What is it going to take to that point, Tom? What is it going to take to break?
Yeah, that did look like a great spot.
What will break first, your body or your mind? That is the test. Ali, think about leaping over those steps. Oh, wait. Oh, and Santana landed in the great hands for good measure. What the hell is Santana thinking? This is dangerous. Dangerous.
Well, this
territory here. The great hands are incapacitated. Santana on top of the steps.
Actually, this I got to give them credit. They actually did a decent job laying that out, because here's the key to making sure that spot did not go wrong. You had the great hands handcuffed to the ring, to the ropes. Yes, exactly. I was just about to say that, Lab Rat. That's exactly how that spot worked. You had the great hands knocked out, but they're pressing their backs up against the steps to hold it in place. And it blacked out again. There we go. Yeah, that was actually a well set up spot. I got to give him credit for that. Yeah, whoever was involved in laying that out, very well done. Very well done. Like, as soon as I saw him go up there, I'm like, oh, that's perfect, because you got the great hands right there to hold, like, to brace the steps and hold it in place, make sure it doesn't wobble. Yeah, Mox is getting jealous. Like, this match is going a long way in building Mike Santana as like this unstoppable, badass baby face. This was a good fun match, and that ending, I thought that ending was fantastic. You had the whole thing with him getting his head busted open with the barbed wire bat. He pops up from behind, hits the finish 1, 2, 3. Who has blood dripping down his head. Best match, and then this might be the match of the night right here. This very well may be the match of the night.
her father to get sober. And for over 2 years now, Mike Santana has been sober, and Mustafa Ali has been attempting to prove that Mike Santana cannot carry the mantle as the standard of TNA wrestling tonight. Mike Santana proved all of that and more. I mean, they pushed themselves in every limit imaginable. Credit to both men, but Mike Santana stands tall. Well, right now here in Los Angeles, as we mentioned, the stars are out and doing it. Appreciate so much a horror movie icon. Well, a legendary scream queen right here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Ali did fantastic. Yeah, he knocked it out of the park too. Cannot leave him out of it. He took us some ridiculous bumps tonight, pal.
He is officially called his shot, and he will be getting his TNA world title shot that he is coming. Can he capture the title that has eluded him throughout his incredible career? But it was this man trying to take that opportunity from him, sliding in and getting a TNA world title shot, representing NXT. Ethan Page get it done tonight in the main event of Rebellion. Ethan Page getting his first ever shot at the TNA World Championship. WrestleMania moment last weekend, but you see that the tape, he is dealing with a rotator cuff injury that has been exacerbated. He defends later on tonight. Well, right now, we throw to our broadcast colleague, Gia Miller, at ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by with the new sign to the Knockouts division, Indy Hartwell.
All right, so Indy Hartwell basically ended up right back in WWE.
Officially official, Indy Hartwell has crossed the line.
Yeah, for like they did a great job, like thinking that and laying out that entire match. Like whoever was involved in that, they did a great job. Yeah. Okay, I'll go through right through this back door here.
I do understand that we are going to hear from Indy Hartwell this coming Thursday, live on TNA Impact Special Start Time at 10 p.m. Eastern, live on Access TV in the United States, Sportsnet Plus in Canada, and worldwide on TNA Plus. Well, we are worldwide tonight with the out to begin. First on tap. It is the Knockouts.
All right, well, it's setting up for Masha versus Tessa. I'm going to take a quick pee break. Be right back. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. You know what? I can see them making Indy and Candice being the a cross promotion tag team. I mean, I would go as far as to say, like, after Joe Hendry wrestled Randy Orton at WrestleMania, I would say the entire like WWE TNA door wide open. Like, I don't think you can get any further,
Meanwhile, Tessa Blanchard trying to recapture the Knockouts World Championship she held years ago.
Like, yeah, if you got a TNA World Champion wrestling Randy Orton at WrestleMania, yeah, anything's on the table. Doors wide open at that point. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not like, when was the last time we saw her? Elimination Chamber, when her and Nia lost to Tiffy and Trish?
Tessa Blanchard has done a great job of doing the very few have ever done. That is like psychological warfare. Masha Slamovich getting personal, going after the mentor, the trainer of Masha Slamovich, Johnny Rollins, getting deep to the soul of the Knockouts World Champion. Will it be enough to win tonight?
I see this belt flipping. I totally lost count of how many belts we were at. I go back and look through the thing.
Also, the undeniable diamond could send a message to her opponents, and I have rebellion. Masha Slamovich is doing her best to put emotions to the side and focus on the task at hand. Love through her on that. She'll have to. Because if she doesn't, Tessa Blanchard will have what was that about putting emotions aside? Slamovich it appeared. But Blanchard, punching him with a knee front, trying to retain the title quickly.
One,
This is an early emotional storm from Slamovich.
3.
Snowplow, cover, by Blanchard. Imagine if this match ended just like that. Can you imagine what this would do?
4,
Tessa Blanchard, huge kick.
8. Oh yeah, so 8. Yeah, we are at 9 belts. We are currently at 9 belts. And we're probably gonna end up and we're gonna have a minimum of 12. So yeah, we're all busting. Okay, that was so they had Tessa kicked out of Masha's finish like right at the open. That's questionable booking there. Unless you know you're obviously trying to set up Tessa. I don't know. Let's see the finish to see how that makes sense. Because looking at it in a vacuum, it doesn't make sense. But as a puzzle piece of a bigger picture, we'll have to see how that plays out.
Caught there by Slamovich. Proven what she's going to do. Deep in the mind of Slamovich. What is she willing to do in this matchup? Blanchard almost had to slam it off her footing. Dangerous situation here. Trying to win the title on a kick out by Slamovich. Slamovich is thinking big sequence from the outside. Strations that Blanchard has created those tag team matches I mentioned. Blanchard then attacking Johnny Rod in the hospital. And by the way, Tessa Blanchard is part of the Slamovich. It's an NXT's fatal influence. Victoria Crawford popping up in the midst of the six-person or the mixed tag team matchup that we saw in Unbreakable moments ago. Former NXT Women's Champion and Indy Hartwell was announced as a signing here to Team Wrestling. With all the distractions for the champion. Oh, shoulders down and a kick out. Almost former champion there. As you see, Tessa Blanchard focusing her assault on the leg of Masha, trying to absolutely obliterate the lower base of the champion. 183 days is champion for Masha Slamovich ever since dethroning her best friend, Jordan Grace, back at Bound for Glory in October. She's been on a tear to your point. Singles matches, challenger after challenger.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh my God, look at this. Look at the predicament Slamovich is in. Absolutely.
Whoop, whoop. It's been a decent match so far. These two work well together, I think. Oh, dude, live resin drink. Ooh. Ooh, and they even tell you the straight, and that's even sweeter, pal. And it tastes delicious. Bonus.
Focused in on Masha Slamovich. Off the top, all was thinking about Jordan Grace to the point of chase.
No, it's not you. There is like a very heavy, like red light, red vibe going on.
Creating a little bit of time for her to recuperate. Since the opening slam of his knee, to see the pain on the face of Blanchard. Another look here.
I think we see a title change tonight, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Strike to that leg. Take back over. Slamovich once again was trying to set up for Requiem. That's shut down by Blanchard. See the fire in the face of Blanchard, the dragon screw. Blanchard came in perfectly. And now look at this. Variation of the figure four here. Once again, tying up the legs of Slamovich. Straight out of the playbook of the Horseman from years ago. Oh. To the bigger end. Blanchard hammering away on the knee. This trying to destroy the right knee as well. Literally just obliterating the lower base of Masha Slamovich. The referee trying to off of the elbow. Blanchard fighting Slamovich. That's how nasty and personal this has gotten. A referee warning Blanchard. All tied up here, all tied up. In the ropes, though. Slamovich grabbing a hold of the bottom right. Blanchard was trying to earn a submission here in the corner, but has to break before the count of 5.
Which one? The Tessa, we coming for you? Oh, that was funny as shit when that happened, man.
Blanchard got caught. Blanchard caught there in the corner. And an opening now for Slamovich. Dragging Blanchard here. Slamovich is trying to get Blanchard up. Trying to get Blanchard up to the top turnbuckle.
Oh, I think we're getting a Goldberg chant.
Look at the look on Blanchard's face. She was convinced. As you see, double knees. But not enough. Slamovich stayed in.
Yes, I heard that, which is great. Like you absolutely should keep Conan on. Yeah, I saw that it dropped. I plan on listening to it tomorrow when I'm out doing deliveries. So I want to hear all the details for myself, and I need all the content I can get while I'm out on the road, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, he said it's like from what I read, it's like from what I've read so far, it's going to be Conan, Borash, Dorian Rodan, and Shawn Michaels.
Blanchard continues the attack on the left knee. Oh, taking out the footing. Cover. Blanchard once again.
Honestly, I think in my opinion, I think Conan is safe.
Neither can I. Slamovich kicked out of the buzzsaw.
Yeah, agreed. Like, just let AAA do its own thing and operate independently. Maybe sprinkle some of that WWE spice on it to, like, production spice, I should say. Sprinkle some of that on. Sprinkle some of that magic dust on there. and then however, I do like the idea of Borash going down there and helping out with creative because him and Conan go way back, and we all know how brilliant Borash is when it comes to production and creative.
Slamovich trying to find a way to put away Blanchard. Superplex Blanchard though, desperately trying to block. Fight for advantage here. Dangerous territory. Oh! Precarious situation here.
But I do think, regardless of what goes down, I would be very surprised if Conan ends up getting let go because he has a lot of friends in high places in WWE and a lot of friends with influence. Wow, I thought we were going to see a title change. Right, exactly. Like that. That's a great way. Like you get some of these young guys coming through NXT, Evolve, LFG, send them to Mexico and get used to working in front of a different crowd, working a different style, and getting that experience, like that worldwide travel experience. Like I'll put it like this. This whole thing with WWE owning AAA and all the pieces involved, you have to try. Like you have to be trying to fuck that up. Like that has to be your intention. Whoop whoop. Oh, getting those feet issues again, pal. Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it, Lab Rat. Treat it like they're treating the TNA relationship.
Where you will suffer.
Yeah, work win all around, pal. All right, well, while we're watching this video package setting up the Hardys versus the Nimitz, I'm going to go grab some more sodas. Be right back. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, the only thing I've heard about, I did listen to the SmackDown review, the Keeping It 100 SmackDown review, and really the only thing I got out of the, or I should say, the only thing that was mentioned about the, the partnership is Conan talking about how he's like how excited he is, like how or how him and Dominic are excited to finally work together. $10 belts, 11 belts. Oh, absolutely, no doubt.
They themselves are not mentally broken.
No, I did not catch that, but yeah, because the whole, yeah, because he's actually because DJZ's he's actually oh, I forgot where, Filipino. Yeah, he's Filipino. Yeah, oof, big oof, pal. Hang on, but did he ever compete in AAA? Let me check. If he's ever competed in AAA, well then at least that would make sense.
They are the rightful champions. As this match starts, they are your TNA World Tag Team Champions. Matt and Jeff claim their property. But will the Nimitz suffer deletion tonight at Rebellion?
All right, he never wrestled for AAA, but he did wrestle at 2 Triple Mania events through a TNA partnership. That's kind of about it.
And that is what it's all about, the TNA World Tag Team titles. It's the longest tag team title reign in 3 years in this company for the Hardys. And now the Nimitz are now diving into the ring. One for the Hardys. This match is underway. shouldn't have expected anything else. We knew how personal this got back in sacrifice. We may be in the backyard of the Hollywood hunk himself, but everywhere TNA goes, it's already country. TNT off of Nemec's block. Oh, and a kick out there.
Yeah, I caught that too.
Titles. As I was saying,
That's some delicious chicken, pal. Whoop whoop.
but anybody who's worked here as long, in this business as long as the
So I got a 20-piece boneless bundle from Buffalo Wild Wings. And instead of getting like 20 full pieces, they gave me like a bunch of the smaller ones, which is always cool because those are always, the smaller ones are always better, pal. Like I probably got like a 30 piece of the smaller ones. It's like I'm cool with that. Yeah, I thought so too. Unless we get some shenanigans later on in the match. However, I doubt it because it's still got only 30 minutes left, and that's and then we still got the triple threat main event. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, they do things about they do it by weight. That's one thing I've noticed too. When I pick up some places when I pick up a DoorDash for deliveries, is they have scales specifically for DoorDash orders to be weighed. I'm like, what the fuck?
The referee didn't see any illegal contact. There was Matt Hardy who started that fight. A modern man who starts dropping bows one at a time. once again, trying to defend himself. Nick Nemeth trying to pull Matt Hardy into the corner. Made.
And it is looking like after tonight's show ends, we're going to keep the party going over on Twitch, pal, twitch.tv/LG Brandon, whoop, whoop. Once this show goes off the air, we'll be taking about a 10, 15-minute break. And keep the Sunday night party going there, pal. Yeet. Decent match so far, pal.
Scrambling for a tag there. He knows. Twist of fate, Nick Nemeth able to avoid it. Jeff Hardy on a roll. Does he have enough momentum to put the Nemeth away? Whoa! To hold on to the titles, Brian Nemeth breaks it up. For his back. So does Matt Hardy. Eliminate Brian Nemeth from the equation. Cover and a kick out by Nick Nemeth. And a finisher.
Possibly. We might. This could be one.
Tonight in Los Angeles. Double a super kick. That party for the liberty. And now they holding it was working. Again, the one here. Playing defense and reacting. Okay, the title match, been a little bit of chaos. Now Matt Hardy trying to delete Nick Nemeth and hold on to the World Tag Team titles. Look, there's Jeff Hardy, primed and ready to go. And this is why Matt Hardy was rushing to play defense against Ryan Nemeth. He saw Ryan stirring at ringside. Absolute chaos here. Jeff Hardy taken out. This man thinking.
Fans can't get enough tables, pal.
Breaker on the floor, and Matt Hardy's looking underneath the ring. A steel chair? What the hell? This is the rage Matt Hardy's been pushed to. Come on. Is this necessary? Jeff and Nick are the two legal men in the match, but
Yep, title change. I think.
Hardy destroyed on the outside.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
No. Oh my God.
Yep. New TNA Tag Team Champions, the Nemeth Brothers. And I liked the touch of Nick letting Ryan tag in and get the pin. Yeah, I think Vet's going to need 3 boxes of muffins tomorrow night, pal. Dude, I'm going to open the show like this, pal. This. Yeah, those should suffice. Those should work, lab rat. Whoop whoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing, you are a part of history tonight. This is one of the most incredibly realistic pay-per-views I ever seen in my life. Now it's time for the third match of the triple main event. And I know we have opinions, we have views. Let's hear what you guys say. Who is your pick? Who's going to be the champion by the end of the night tonight?
Decision, but for me, it's not. I know that Ethan Page is.
I've never seen O'Shea Jackson before in in person or a picture of him. Yet somehow, just by looking at him, I know that's O'Shea Jackson. Or because I'm like, okay, that's Ice Cube's kid.
We all believe. But I'm going Ethan Page, baby. I'm going Ethan Page. All day. I believe Joe. I believe in Joe effing Hendry.
Yeah, I don't think Paige is win. Yeah, Paige is definitely the pick of who I think is not going to win.
When it comes to me, I'm going with the boy from Edinburgh, Scotland, Joe Hendry. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to draw your attention to the big TV.
Dude, yeah, dude, for real, he looks just like his dad.
On the line against anyone from any. Make sure that
Whoop whoop. And while we're at commercial break, or while we're going through this video package, I'm gonna need some more chicken. Whoop whoop.
Set to cap off this historic triple main event at Rebellion. Let's look at the tail of the tape. Frankie Kazarian.
That's very true, Lab Rat. Hey, what's up, Swerve Show? Good to see you, pal. Whoop whoop. Yeah, man, it's been a great show so far. Yeah, and that would be his out. That's how they can protect him, like he had the bad shoulder. Oh yeah, Santana versus Ali. That was a great match. Like that was actually I thought it was a brilliantly set up and booked and structured match. Whoop whoop. That's a good question. I don't know if it's a legit shoulder injury or if it's a storyline injury. Because if it's a storyline injury, I'm kind of surprised they didn't carry over to WrestleMania to give him that out.
Wasn't focusing on working well with Frankie Kazarian. He had all eyes on something much like Frankie Kazarian couldn't accomplish. He fucking decided to check it off the list. TNA World Title run. They take advantage of an injured champion.
Oh, okay. So the injury is real. Yeah, okay, that is actually a real shoulder injury. And he is for shoot pushing through. And that's 12 belts. But regardless of whether it's shoot or real, I don't know why you wouldn't play that up during his WrestleMania appearance and sell it for A, continuity, and B, give him an out to being beaten so quickly by Randy Orton. And get him over as like a fighting champion. And I get that, but he still could have approached it in a different way. Like he could have went to him and say, "Hey, we're working an angle, on our show where I got a shoulder injury. Is there any way we can continue, selling that story coming into this?" He didn't have to say that he had to shoot one, but he still could have sold the idea of, "Hey, we're doing this story angle on our show. Can we keep the continuity up in this?" Which, and to be fair, TNA has actually done a fantastic job of keeping up with NXT continuity in their show, despite them being taped like a month, weeks in advance. All right, Doggo once in. I'll be right back, pal. Whoop, whoop. And we back. Yeet.
That'll immediately take effect on the arm of Joe Hendry.
I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense. If Joe Hendry is shoot injured, that would make sense why they would keep that match short. That actually makes a lot more sense now. Again, while I wish it would have been a more competitive match, to kind of help showcase the TNA champion and the championship better. At the same time, the TNA World Champion is wrestling Randy Orton at WrestleMania. That right there is a win. That in itself is a win. Not only a win, the win. Page looks like he's in the bulking phase. No, I'm cultivating mass.
Busted out of table. I mean, no disqualifications in a triple threat. Completely legal. Now Frankie trying to win the title. Shoulders pressed down and a kick out. Move there for Frankie Kazarian. That rollover. Kazarian did this company 22 years ago. This is his sixth TNA World title shot. Covered. Trying to pin Page to win the title and a kick out. That's the thing about both Kazarian. Both never had a chance at being world champion. Both very hungry to accomplish that tonight. This area trying to control the champion here. Pressing his shoulders down once again. A 2 count. Hold on a second. Henry got his shoulders off the mat. The bridge. A double cover on a kick out. This area trying to run double duty there. Kazarian to make a statement here. In my mind, the statement's been made. He's one of the best damn wrestlers on the planet. Gone with a chicken wing here on Page.
Right, exactly, Lab Rat. Like that put a ton of eyeballs on TNA.
Staying on his feet. Staying vertical. Can't believe keep it from tapping out. Apparently. The suplex.
Great match so far. Liking it, pal. Yeah, that crowd reaction when his music hit, more than anything, I think sold him to the WWE. Like, we got a guy who's not even on our roster. We hit his music, we hit his video. Pretty much everyone in the crowd knows who he is. All right, we're on to something here. Like, go back. Like, all you gotta do is go back and listen and see how Orton was reacting to the crowd reaction. Because supposedly the rumor is that Orton kind of sort of handpicked Hendry to be the guy for that spot. And then you watch him, like, after the match, he pulls Hendry up and he's hyping him up, he's giving him his props, and it's like, all right, I gotta hit you another RKO though. So here it comes. Boom. Right, exactly like that. Yeah, Orton doing the Joe Hendry pose like that. That helped Joe Hendry in the same way, like when remember when DX did the parody of the Nation, and then a Road Dogg was doing the D'Lo head bobbing thing, kind of like that. Like, kind of like imitating it, got it over even further. Like, Orton may have went over that night, but he certainly did the favor for Hendry that night as well. Like, yeah, I'm going over, but I'm going to get him over. Ooh, that's a great question, Lab Rat. Let's take a look.
Saved Joe Hendry's title reign. Making sure the match will continue so he can win the TNT title. No doubt about it. Look out! Second by Kazarian. Rattling the spine of Pain from the second row. Oh! Kicked out by Kazarian. So close. Hendry was nowhere to be seen there, and look out! Oh, the slam! Hendry trying to retain. Oh, kick out the pitch. Look at that, Frankie striking right away. Wait a second. Oh my God!
Oh, for sure. We're for some reason, like, yeah, I legit Googled it and it didn't give me any data. Like, what the fuck?
All three men are down. This triple main event being kicked off by this TNT World Title match.
Oh, I found out that Hendry, he actually knew a week in advance. Yeah, he said he got the call a week before and he was like in shock. Yeah, so I can't find. I haven't been able to find the data on that, so that's really weird. Oh yeah, did you guys catch? So you guys remember that segment like a decade ago where Rusev and Lana appeared on camera and they had like their lawyer or like ambassador, whoever show up? That was and that ambassador was Joe Hendry. Well, during WrestleMania weekend, they posted a picture of themselves together backstage, which I thought was pretty cool. Well, I thought they were going to put on Ethan Page there for a second. And Hendry retains. Potentially, very potentially, Obafemi could still walk out, pal. In fact, that would be a great way for the show to go off the air. A stare down between Hendry and Obafemi. Like that would be a great way to go off the air for this show. Like he fought through a shoulder injury to retain his title in a triple threat. Like that just set him up pretty well for like as a strong champ. All right, never mind. It's Trick Williams. We got Trick Williams showing up and attacking Hendry, and I think this kind of solidifies Trick Williams as a heel. Well, we didn't get Obafemi. We got a Trick Williams heel turn, pal. That'd have been something, pal. Yeah, looks like that's Joe Hendry's next challenger. So yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have Joe Hendry and Trick Williams. I'm with that. I'm with that, pal. I'm with it. Joe Hendry and heel Trick Williams. I'm with it, pal. Whoop whoop. All right, great show tonight. I thought that was a fun pay-per-view. That was a real fun pay-per-view, pal. And we're going to end it with that tonight. Yeah, if Cena's theme would have played, yeah, that would have been something else. But I think Trick, what we saw in NXT this past Tuesday, and Stand and Deliver, I like this. Trick Williams is a great challenger for Joe Hendry. We'll just have to see how it plays out, pal. Whoop whoop. So yeah, tomorrow we got Monday Locker Room, Raw Watch Along, Impact Attack. And then Tuesday we got We Like It Raw. And then a late start NXT Watch Along. Yeah, good show overall, pal. But as far as tonight goes, we're keeping the party going. About 10, 15 minutes. We'll catch you over at twitch.tv/LG Brandon. Whoop whoop. Hope to catch you there. Go to the bathroom, get yourself something to eat, something to drink, get a smoke break in, whatever it is you need to do. And we'll see you over at twitch.tv/LG Brandon. Whoop whoop. We'll see you then. Much love. Yeet yeet. Take care, pal.